Okay, hello guys. Today we are going to be playing a new game called Soul Knight. So I've played this game for a little while, but I haven't been playing for that long. So it's a little bit of like an endless runner type thing. You get gems depending on how long you survive, how many enemies you kill, that stuff. You gain weapons. As you progress, you can unlock objects in this room that you can upgrade with gems like this. You can plant things. If you see here, I got a plant here. Oh, wow, cats. This is good. Did not know they were that good. You, let me just feed you. You can do that, yep. So yeah, there's a little, this aspect kind of makes it seem, I don't know. I find this game pretty fun, since it adds a lot of aspects. There is this gardening feature, where as you progress through your adventure, you get seeds. Or do you get seeds? Yeah, you can get seeds, as you would see if you go here. Yeah, you can get different types of seeds, and you can plant them in the garden and water them. You can get vouchers and all that. Different materials, which you can use to either with the design table, which you can get blueprints, by the way. This stuff from just about anything. Literally, just about anything. But yeah, like there are skins you can get, those stuff. And then you can use items to either build suits like this or forge weapons. So all of this stuff is items that you can get in the game normally, ignoring the blueprints. Blueprints, once you craft the blueprint, then you can get them normally. Like all of my blueprint weapons are here. I can craft them here, except the watering can. That's not a blueprint weapon. So yeah, like I have access to all of it. And then as you see here, you can just craft them out of your basic materials. So there are a couple different rooms, different stuff. Like you unlock this stuff as you progress through the story. Different game modes. I might do that tomorrow. And then there's just all sorts of stuff. There's 2 different game modes, which I actually just passed one of them. Or 3 different game modes in total. There's boss rush mode, which if you have a feather, which I don't have, you get Valkyrie feathers from paying the Valkyrie during your adventure. She might pop up. With gold coins, which are kind of like your currency from playing the game. Like in-game, not gems. Gems are more of the general currency, but while you're in a dungeon, coins are your main source of like income. That's what you use to buy stuff. There are merchants and all that. The reason I have 4 is because there's a safe you can upgrade to increase your starting coins. And yeah. So then there's that. That's boss rush mode, which means basically every single stage is a boss. And badass mode just makes everything harder. I'm going to be starting off by playing in normal mode. So hopefully that'll go pretty well. This is, yeah, so it's pretty good. There's also this. This is like, never mind. This is wanted posters like, oh, you get these, you'll get bonus rewards. You unlock it later in the run. I don't have, like, I think at 2-1. Anyways, this all probably sounds weird, so let's just get into it. So, the games are not technically endless. The last stage is 3-5, like I'm on 1-1. Then there's 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, which is the boss round. And then after the boss, you make it to 2-1, and so on, till 3-5, which is the last part of the game. And then you get a certificate, which I actually have 2 of them, because I've been in the game twice on normal mode. And with the certificate, you just, yeah, it just shows you what weapons you had equipped, I think what upgrades you had, and that's it. So, like, what weapons you have in your weapon slots and all that. So, there are also different characters. Is this the exact same weapon? It is. That's kind of funny. So, there are also different characters. The one I'm using right now is actually the basic character, but I have a skin for him equipped. It's a free skin, I believe. You just get it from sharing the game with someone. So like this, you see here, sorry, I thought I mentioned it while I'm doing it. You can hire mercenaries and pets, and they'll help fight for you in the dungeon. So yeah, there are different characters, they have different abilities. This is the starting character, it just lets you dual wield the same weapon twice. Increases your attack speed by double, I guess. And then there are other ones which have different abilities. Maybe they throw a pool of acid. And also each character has their own starting weapon. Like the bad pistol, this weapon is this character's starting weapon. but different characters have different ones. The characters cost a lot of gems, but they're not that bad. And then you can upgrade the weapons. So, right, you can upgrade the weapons. So if you're upgrading the weapons, then, or not upgrading the weapons, upgrading your heroes, your characters, you get increases to these stats. Your energy, shield, and health. So shield, you take damage, it goes to your shield before your health. Shield will regenerate if you don't take damage for a little while. Health won't. The only way to get that is with health potions. And mana, or energy rather, is what you use for weapons. As you see, like it's a 0 for this number, so it doesn't take any. This one has a 1, so it takes energy to fire. You get energy from breaking crates, killing enemies, opening the chests. That's the blue stuff flying towards me. You also get the gold. As you see, my gold is going up, 26 now, as opposed to the 4 that I started with. So yeah. So you upgrade your character to increase those stats. I think you can also increase like your fire rate of weapons with the character. Now, time to mention the statues. Statues are really good. They cost money. There are different types of them. This is actually my favorite. It gives a second ability to your energy tab. So now when I do this, I get a shield, because that's the paladin's buff. There are all sorts of different ones out there. I don't really like the AK-7, so I'll take this one. This is a charged weapon. That's cool. So I'm sure this is going pretty quickly for you guys. I'm explaining a lot, but there is quite a bit to explain the game. It does have a tutorial. Might have been best if I started with that one. But yeah, I think it's a really fun game. Not too many people know about it, but it's a great mobile game. It's a really great endless runner type thing, even though it's not endless. But yeah, there's all sorts of things like vending machines. Those can give you health potions, energy potions, restoration potions, which of course do both, which is pretty helpful. So I think for the rest of because I've covered most things, there are a few other things that I'm going to cover as we just see it, like if we see a new NPC, and what do you know, this is definitely a time to do it. So these rooms, these are a type of chest room, so there are 2 or more, at the bare minimum 2, I've seen up to 4 before. Of these, you can pick one, and the others will turn into a turret. I'm full on energy, so I'm going to pick this weapon. It's a sword, I've used it before, but as soon as you grab it, that's going to turn into a really strong turret, and you have to kill the turret fast. There we go. So one thing to mention while I'm here about melee weapons, in order to make melee weapons good in this game, which, trust me, melee weapons are really good in this game, they make it so melee weapons can actually break enemy projectiles. So if you attack at the right time, you completely eradicate them. So both of my wins, actually, I've used what I believe is the strongest or second strongest type of melee weapon, the energy sword. But I'm pretty sure there's one upgrade, because I think if you get every kind of energy sword, you can turn it into some like golden energy sword or something like that. Yeah. Also, I have no idea why this panda's following me, but the cat is your starter like pet. He's kind of like your helper. He stays there no matter what, but he won't attack, obviously, if you're dead or anything, but he just walks up every once in a while, does a little bit of damage. If I had to guess, the panda's here because I fed him bamboo, because the panda's always there in your front area, and you can just... I have a bamboo sprout, which is a regrowing weapon constantly, but it's not that good of a weapon, and you can feed it to him, so I always fed it to him, and I guess he becomes a pet. That's cool. Anyway, so for this is the mount merchant. He sells mounts. This is an okay mount, but it doesn't do much. While you're on a mount, you can't use this energy ability, so I don't really like using them unless they're one of the mech mounts or better ones, because all he really does is he takes a little bit of health and increases your movement speed by a little bit. So he's not bad, but I just never bother spending my money on him. So one thing about your money is that at the end of the game, if you die and you have some left over, or if you win and have some left over, it gets turned into gems. I believe 1 gold for 1 gem. That's how it works. So it's pretty good to hold on to it too. Okay, so yeah. What else to mention? So power-ups, by the way, as you see, I've been collecting them every once in a while when I beat a stage. It's every couple of stages, like every 2 or 3, I think, where it'll give you a new power-up, like you can choose from 3 or 4, and as you see, it holds on to mine here. I got this one for free from the cactus, because apparently the cactus is another regrowing one that gives you a free power-up. And then these 2 I picked. So they're pretty helpful, but there's nothing too much to talk about them. If you're lucky, you'll get a better one. They'll go from all sorts of simple things like shorter charge time for weapons that have to charge, like that energy gun you saw had the 4 white squares, to much more complicated things, and that was so stupid. All the way to much more complicated things like this one, which is immunity to traps. So sometimes there'll be traps where there'll be spikes on the floor, and I'm immune to them. Which, although it probably doesn't look all that helpful now, when you get to the end game, there's gets to be a lot more traps, like in 3- something. These happen sometimes. It's either energy or gold. You just break them and they give you a lot of energy or gold. Not too much to talk about that with them. But hey, we're about to make it... What does this do? Sure, I'll keep it. So we're about to make it to 1-5, which will be our first boss stage. So it'll be fun to show you the first boss. But yeah, I hope I haven't rushed through this stuff too fast, and I hope you're understanding pretty well. If you have any more questions about the game, just feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, how's the audio sounding? Because I'm trying out a new mic right now, and I'm hoping it'll fix some of the issues we had in the last couple episodes. Oh, this doesn't look fun. Oh, okay, let's use my ability again, because it just recharges every once in a while, your energy ball. It's the blue one in the corner, in case you didn't know. Okay. So, yeah. I think tomorrow I'm going to upload with another BTD6 video, doing my challenge idea, but not quite sure yet. I might do a Minecraft episode too. Coil gun, what do you do? I think I prefer the rapid fire gas blaster. SMG Helix, this is a rocket launcher? A homing weapon, I think. I have no clue. I'm going to take it because I have a feeling it's homing. But if it's not homing, then that was a mistake. Hopefully it's homing. Okay. I think we're going to get quite a few quest rewards from this stuff. Because I believe I've killed some of the enemies that were on my list. Okay, and there you go. You've seen that map, by the way. Forgot to mention this. There are a couple... This guy's free. He's not that great, but he's another mercenary. So there are a couple of different areas, of course. There's your home, which is your center. In the previous stages, you might have seen the blue portal room, which is just a blue, like, circle thing. There's this, which is exclamation mark, which will be mercenaries, elite enemy stages, all sorts of random stuff. Like, if there's... We haven't seen him yet, but there's a weapon smith. He'll give an upgrade to your weapon. Or there's, like a mercenary upgrader, trainer, I think he's called. And they will spawn in these rooms too. And then there are the chests, of course, which can be either a chest. It can be that thing I showed you earlier with the laser gun turret things. Or all sorts of things in them. Or a merchant. Merchants go in the chest, I think. Anyways, boss fight. And by the looks of it, we're fighting a Christmas tree. Great. Just great. Oh man, this is so good. One of the good things about this weapon is it freezes them, so I can basically just sit here and perma-stall, but I'm also very or not. And I'm dead. Well, that ended bad. So as you can see, bosses are really difficult, even if you have a good weapon. Anyways, let's end off here collecting my rewards. Is that the only one I did? Yeah. So I did that one. Okay. That's fine. I think I did that one too, but guess not. Oh no, it's elite Mino, not just normal Mino. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun with this. This is the trainer, by the way. Is he called the trainer? He has a name, I think. Can I not talk to him? Nope, can't talk. Drill Master. His name's the Drill Master. Alright. So, yeah, this dude, as you can see, you can feed him with the bamboo. No clue why he was following me. Maybe I fed him enough. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!